Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone else playing second fiddle to an Excel spreadsheet, welcome back to an exciting episode of Preston Can't Play. The one who, wow, he sure does keep those spreadsheets. Such Preston Black.
I definitely do. I won't deny it.
The one who Preston would save over a spreadsheet only for the opportunity to make another spreadsheet. That's me, Taun Mitchell. Welcome back. How's everyone?
Excuse me. Oh, hey.
I forgot the controls. I'm playing on Preston's GameStop brand-ass controller with shoulder buttons in the middle of the back of the controller.
I really like that controller.
I feel differently. Well, we've talked about this. It's very ergonomic where your forefinger and middle finger rest on R1 and R2 and L1 and L2 respectively.
Yeah.
But I usually play with one finger on the triggers,
right.
And so having all of this trigger action is just... it's overwhelming.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. It's very different.
So now I'm the problem that I can't accept something that's outside the norm?
It's sort of like... Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, I got a burp about it too.
Yeah, sorry. It's sort of...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to a very special case of indigestion. With burping with you as always, it's Preston Black.
I can't do it on command. I'm sorry. It's already gone.
And with an excitedly rumbly tumbly, that's always very rumbly and tumbly. It's me, Taun Mitchell. I don't know why I kept you on the
Wow.
as you see like that.
Yeah, it's sort of a cross between a PlayStation and Xbox controller.
Yeah, it took like all the worst parts of both. Wait, how? Okay.
Do you feel?
You can't... I don't know how you want to justify the shoulder buttons being in the middle of the back of the controller. I'm going to tweet a picture of this.
Well, like, if you think how your hand... you know what I mean? Like...
It's extremely ergonomic.
Yeah.
I just don't like when my two opposing middle fingers touch each other.
Makes sense. Yeah.
There's been a development.
Yeah. What's up? That's great. She made it. She's safe.
She doesn't look as happy as when she was here, though. Oh. I'm playing.
It's alright. You okay?
I just lost track of what I was doing.
It looks like he's made of Legos from the inside.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So, it's been a few weeks since we've met for this. And
apparently I decided it would just be super chill if we just came right into a boss fight, I guess.
Yeah. How was your Christmas?
Bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Has it been? No, it's not been pre-Christmas. Why would you lie to me?
I was making jokes.
It wasn't funny. It made me feel like I forgot something.
I didn't realize that was going to hit so hard.
Well, it really did. I think I'm just going to die.
Does lava hurt you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's...
It was a really bad start. I was supposed to stay up top. Oop. And so I really just want to go back to that point in my life.
That's fine.
That's a flare.
I have a serious question to ask you.
Sagittarius. Oh, an additional serious question?
Yeah, sorry. I knew you were a Sagittarius, Taun.
Sag.
Your name, Taun.
The very same?
Yeah. I've never heard it before.
Yeah?
And I'm just curious about, like...
the etymology?
Origin. Yeah.
Have we never talked about my name before?
I don't believe we have.
What's your theory?
I don't have one.
I buried a Bowie knife in the chest of the former Taun Mitchell and claimed this title. Well, it's pretty chill that I just jumped right off of where I wanted to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I distracted you with that very engaging question.
It really was extremely engaging. So, I'm named after my great-grandfather named Muton. M-U-T-O-N. But he went by Taun for short, T-O-N. And my parents forgot what to do for this section. Oh, I guess just get eaten. That works. They changed the spelling to T-A-U-N, which is Superfly, because I was a bit chubby in junior high and in my younger years, yeah. So I would have been teased to no end.
Yeah.
Wow. The whole pillar, huh?
Well, you can use something.
Yeah. I should use my dodge button. It's just in the weirdest fucking spot, which I hate. So yeah, named it from my great-grandfather. It's a made-up-ass name.
So, and what was his... That's cool, though.
His name was Muton, M-U-T-O-N. We discussed this.
And what's the... Do you know what the etymology of that is?
I've looked it up, and I think it's Scottish, but also like doesn't exist anywhere. Like it's not a common name at any point in history. But
are you Scottish?
Maybe I don't know.
You have no idea.
I have no knowledge of the Taun backstory.
Oh wow.
I was born the moment I walked in the door. Really.
You just are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's really interesting.
God's greatest creation, Mandy Rose. Oh man, I don't have enough greens to have a good time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's chill. How'd you get your name? Why are you Preston?
Well, my father's name is Preston.
Okay.
And he was named...
You're just copying me. It was a grandfather thing, and you're like, oh, I want it to be a family thing too.
He was named for his father, but his father's middle name was Preston.
God, I don't love where this touch button is.
Or that was... I think there was just some weird thing at some point in our family history where, like... I can't remember what... I think it was... The name was Maurice, I want to say, or something like that.
People call me Maurice.
I could be completely wrong, because it's been quite a long time since I thought about it. But... went by Preston for some reason.
Okay. Probably the same reason Mutin went by Taun.
Yeah, it was just like some completely unrelated, like, nickname. Yeah, that's it. There's no...
Lit.
I think Preston's a fairly common, like, old-timey Anglo-Saxon name.
Nice. Are you one of those? Do you know your mysterious backstory?
Yeah, pretty well.
Really?
Yeah. I have, so how deep do you want me to go?
Why won't you do your fucking attack? God, Preston, I hate where this fucking button is.
I know, I'm sorry. All the face buttons are...
Yeah, but I'm pressing...
Same place.
I normally use my forefinger for dodges, and I'm forced to use my middle. And I don't love that. Yeah. And adding in that... Oh, that's chill.
Are you
everything's
to
chill.
Use the bumpers with your one finger, even though it's meant for two?
What?
Never mind. So, my family history. In a nutshell, I'll go in order. My dad's, my, like, paternal, super paternal side, is from, Wales.
Okay.
Came over. There was a civil war or something in Wales, in the 1700s.
Okay.
Like late 1700s, I want to say.
Allegedly.
Or early 1800s. And they came over at that point and ended up settling in Virginia.
Okay.
And I still have a lot of family in Virginia, around like Lexington. And I actually found a record of...
do they ever call it Flexington?
I'm sure they do.
Good.
I actually found a record of like a great-grandfather or whatever generation it is who fought for the rebels. Mm-hmm. I can never remember which side is which. The Union and the Confederacy, I guess, is yes. Fought for the Confederacy.
Yeah.
The bad guys.
Rawr.
And yeah, so that's that. And then my paternal grandmother's side comes from Portugal, from the Azores.
The man, or otherwise?
Huh?
The bands, or otherwise?
Oh no, otherwise.
Okay.
Not the man, the land.
The lands? Okay.
They came over in the, I think like late 18 or early 1900s.
Wow.
And just like came in to Massachusetts and pretty much just stayed there.
Oh fuck you, fucker. Oh fuck. Oh god.
And then my mother's side, paternally, I believe are Scottish, but more recently came from Nova Scotia.
Okay.
So I know like my grandfather's family like came from like Canada. But
Okay.
the namesake is like it's all Scottish stuff.
Nice.
And
you ever think about that?
what?
just name. I don't know. I don't know why I said that, if I'm being honest.
And then similarly, my maternal grandmother's family came directly from Scotland. So I'm pretty Scottish. Yeah.
So I've been wanting to not mention it because as soon as I do, it's going to go away. But I've been playing pretty clutchly since I've been at 1 pixel of health.
Oh, good. Sometimes that brings out the best, you know?
It really, truly does. I think it was remembering and honoring the memory of Mutant Cox.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, that's chill.
Is that a punishment, or is that supposed to happen?
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, this happened earlier. You were just talking over my trials and tribulations when I was doing this extremely wrong
extended
earlier.
Family history, and I give it to you.
And you came alive. No, it's odd to me that a lot of people know so much about their family history, because I really don't. I've been told that, like, somewhere up the line we came from Ireland, because, like, my sibling Mitch always tells a story that they learned when they were doing, like, a project about family history in school, about two brothers that, like, broke the law in Ireland so hard they got banished about it.
Wow.
But I don't know anything about that. This seems like I'm going to be doing just as fine as I've been doing, and nothing could ever possibly go wrong.
Well, he's got several less heads than he did before.
Yeah, that was me. That was sort of my flavor I brought to the table. Huh.
So that's all you know is just that one anecdote?
Yeah, and like a few random anecdotes, like my dad having said that we're just a bunch of Northern European-ish, but having no source for that.
So,
and then on my mom's side, there's an anecdote of like someone being involved with the Nazi Party pretty prolifically. But that's, yeah, I just have a bunch of unconfirmed anecdotes about like, isn't this a funny story?
I for a long time knew
have multiple attack
like
buttons.
pretty little about. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have to start over from the very beginning?
Tough telling, not knowing.
Relatively little about my family history, and it was really just like the most obvious stuff. Like my grandparents' family, pretty much just like coming from Scotland, like within like human memory, was pretty much a thing, and like they had like their name was Campbell, and like they had their like the tartan and all that stuff. Like super Scottish. Likewise, like my dad's mother's side, because they emigrated so recently, like they're all very much like in touch with their like Portuguese heritage. They're all like, my like grandparents' generation were like their first generation Americans from Portugal, so I didn't know anybody like that actually came from Portuguese, but a lot of them like speak Portuguese and like do Portuguese cultural things. And then other than that, it wasn't really much of anything. I knew that I had family in Virginia, but I had to like dig up the rest on my own. I didn't know that my grandfather, my maternal grandfather's family came from Canada. I had no idea. I discovered that.
Wow.
And actually, I heard that from my dad. I don't know at what point this came up, but I have a very clear.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, huh?
Cool thing, huh? I have a pretty clear memory of my dad telling me. Because I must have asked about our last name at some point, and him telling me that the family name had been changed from from Black, that it used to be Black.
Okay.
Which is why I used the like sort of like stage name
pseudonym.
Preston Black. Yeah.
Ghost name. Ghost Rider. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Because it's like very easy to like say and write and stuff. A long history of like being in performance and having people like spell the name wrong or pronounce it wrong.
Interesting.
It's kind of a pain in the ass. So
Horn.
Black is a convenient change, but it's based on the fact that my father told me our name was changed from Black. And so I really wanted, because they're from the South and I have family connections to KKK chapters.
Oh, chill.
Which is like unconfirmed, and like I don't know who those people are, but like that's what I've heard, that like there are legs of the family that are like
right, similar to have like ancestors in the Nazi Party.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's a current thing or it was just at the time, but because of that, they changed the family name from Black to Lawhorn. So my initial thing was like, well, I'm gonna go by Black because like that's a badass story, and like kind of like take it back, like that's a shit reason to have a name.
Yeah.
But
would they change from Black to Lawhorn because they were racist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they didn't want to have the last name Black.
Ah.
Right? And I know that I have a direct, well, not a direct, but a slightly indirect ancestor, and I mean like a great aunt, right? Like very close but not direct, who married Mark Twain.
Wow.
And so my theory was that, and that name change would have happened around that time. So because his middle name is Langhorn, that's where it came from. In researching, I actually discovered that name keeps going back and back and back and back and back to the records of them coming to the country.
Okay.
So I thought that was obviously like that debunks the story of the name being changed from Black. And then for some reason, the first time I discovered this, I can't believe it's the first time I actually looked it up, but it's the first time I ever got results, that Lawhorn is just an Americanization of I think a fairly common Celtic surname.
Oh.
So being from Wales, it would make sense that they would have a Celtic surname. And it's just like a kind of a misspelling.
Okay.
So there's a clear line to draw. So the Black story is a farce, but
Black Story. That should be your last name, Black Story?
Story.
That sounds dope. Sounds like a D&D character.
Hey, congratulations on beating Chapter 5.
Thanks, dog. Well, just Chapter 4.
Oh, no, Chapter 4. We're going into Chapter 5, which means we got to gear up to get the next golden LP. Maybe we'll do that on the next thrilling episode of Taun Can't Play, and maybe I won't talk so much.
Can't talk.
Maybe we'll give Taun a chance to say some stuff.
Well, in your defense, I wasn't a boss fight, and I did need to focus in a little bit.
That's true. I guess that was helpful that I was just like ranting and raving, which I usually do. It's very easy to get me talking.
It is known.
All right. Hey, we'll see you on the next one.
But also, hey, have a good one.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.